Cynthia, just so you know, you're muted.
Me, yeah, I'm doing it wrong.
I just wanted to make sure.
All right, we're live on YouTube, and I'm about to start her up on Facebook.
You can't stay either.
All right, you're good to go.
All right. Welcome back to Missing People in America with Tessa and Jessica. Today we are here with the family of Sharbrina McGee and her 3-year-old son, who went missing on June 29th, 2024 in Weldon, North Carolina. Can you tell us a little bit about Sharbrina and her son?
Does anyone respond? I mean, whoever want to go first, y'all go. Go ahead. All right, so Sharbrina was an outspoken person. She's very just a live person. She always, kept everything real. She was the type of person if she seen something wrong, she spoke on it. She was like the life of the party. She really was that person. Like she kept everybody's spirits up and alive, and she always kept a smile no matter what issue she was going through. And that's what I loved about her. Like she really was the person that uplift your spirits even though you was down.
And can you tell us about their disappearance?
So when the disappearance happened, basically I think it was around like May or June, but she got reported missing in June. But I think things was going on in May. Um, when I seen Sabrina, it was like May 4th. She was in the store. She wasn't herself because normally when she speaks, she all happy and stuff. You can tell she was down. But that's the last time I seen her. And it was just like a total disappearance. Like nobody heard anything from her. The last time anybody talked to her was when she was telling all her friends that she had a new boyfriend. She even contacted her cousin, let her cousin know that she had a new boyfriend. But we put two and two together, and everybody kind of figured out that it was the ex-boyfriend responding, and it was not her because she have let us know numerous times that this guy has had her Facebook information, and he tends to go and talk as if it's her. So the part where her mama filing for her missing in June, she filed for her missing in June because she thought that she had already spoken to her daughter, but the whole time it was not her daughter, it was somebody else texting like they was her daughter.
When was she last physically seen?
I seen her like around April, like right after my birthday is when I feel, when I seen her. And April, May, in May, the beginning of May, I felt like I talked to her, but after then I felt like, it wasn't her because the response. You get what I'm saying? Kept saying, using the word shit and things like that.
Yeah, I physically seen her like the first beginning of May because I told her about my son's birthday party and she was supposed to come over, but she's saying that her significant other was tripping, so she didn't know if they was gonna be able to make it. But I haven't seen her since like the first week of May, and I seen her on April 14th when we went to Markina's house because she had just moved to her apartment.
Where was her new apartment at?
No, she came to my house April 15th when I moved
because
to my
in
apartment.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharbrina had a house in Jackson.
Yeah, she was staying in Jackson when I moved into my apartment. She was already staying in Jackson. So April 15th was my last time actually physically seeing her.
Now, when you knew you were talking to her and not her ex-boyfriend, did she have a new boyfriend at that time?
No.
No, she was just dealing with Devon.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how was the relationship with her ex-boyfriend?
Domestic. His record is from here to California. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Aggressively.
It was real domestic. And I felt like she was telling me that, you know, he was in her phone. She was like, because, you know, this man in my phone, I'm going to have to take an ex parte out on him and I want him out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was most definitely domestic. She had over 911 calls to Jackson, North Carolina, and nobody did anything about it. When she was only like 5 minutes, down, not even 5 minutes from the police
Like 3
department in
minutes.
Jackson. 3 minutes.
3 minutes away.
Now, is he the father of her child?
No, ma'am.
No,
No.
they don't have kids together.
Uh,
It was just
How long were they together?
About a year
They was-
that we
I'm
know
about to say, they was
of.
together
You know how
about a
people do
year
now.
that we know of.
yeah.
That
You
we're
said
aware
about a
of.
year?
Because, you know, people, yeah, because, you know, people talk before they start dating. So, like I said, from our understanding,
Yeah.
it's been about a year.
It's been, yeah.
was he questioned by police?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
He
No,
actually
ma'am.
contacted them about the case.
Right.
Once he, now what made it kind of suspicious was that he didn't report her missing. You get what I'm saying?
If he was he was the last
You would have
person to
thought he
see
would have
her.
reported her missing.
He was the last person to see
Yeah.
her. He said they broke up May 22nd. He was the last person to see her.
Okay. Was she
Exactly.
living with him?
He was
Yeah,
living
He
with
was
she was
her.
living
living
with
with
her.
her.
It was her house. He was living with her.
Okay. Was her house searched
No,
for any?
it was, and I asked why
Cutting
did
out.
it?
I'm sorry, you cut out. I didn't hear what you said.
I said you would have thought they turned the house into a crime scene because there was blood in the house.
Oh, there
And
was.
that's
Yeah, and it's like at first when I found out about it, you know, I was so angry and upset about the situation. So I started, you know, everybody up here started investigating the case on our own because we felt like Jackson wasn't
yeah.
really on top of the case like they were supposed to be. So with that being said, me and her mother and a couple of more family members, because I'm her second cousin, and it's just things didn't look right. You get what I'm saying? Like I spoke about this spaghetti that she cooked on May 17th. And I got on Facebook and I spoke. I said, well, the last post she posted was on May 17th. When I went to her house, it looked like that was the last thing she cooked. So me and her mother ended up going back again just to check. And somebody cleaned the spaghetti pot up.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it looked
weird.
like somebody was in there cleaning things up, you know.
Okay. So did she have a plot of land? Was the land searched?
No, nothing was searched. They did a
Nothing
door
was
to
searched.
door. They knocked in Weldon. They didn't do Jackson where she lived at. They did Weldon.
Right.
Did the police find the blood inside the home?
They didn't go in the home, ma'am. They didn't go.
They basically they didn't do a search at all. It was like a half search because you hung out missing flyers and that was it.
On the main road, but not one time you would have thought these people would have went in her house and turned the house into a crime scene, you know, just to see what they could find. But I feel like in my heart they're covering something up for him.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want to actually do their job.
So they
Yeah.
never
I feel the
officially
same
did a
way.
search anywhere.
No,
No.
ma'am.
Ma'am.
Now, did Sharbrina have a vehicle?
No, she
No.
didn't.
No.
But she also didn't take anything with her. If she vanished and went with the new nigga as they claim she did, I'm pretty sure she would have took the baby's shoes or a
Right.
Her
pacifier
some
or
clothes.
a wallet.
Like, cause
Everything
my
was
friend
there.
It would be crazy in another way
put
because
on clothes and
why would she up and leave her house so she been working for her kids? Why would she just up and
Yeah,
leave
she
it?
would
Come
never.
on.
Yeah.
she worked so
And for
hard for
her to
that
be
house. Like
gone,
we was
with her
working
son this
together.
long, this is not her.
She was happy about her house, so I know she just didn't get up and leave. She was taken away from her house.
You said that she had just moved into that house. Where was she living before she moved into her new house?
Here in
She was staying with her
here,
mom.
Dale. Her
Yeah, her
mama.
mom.
You get what I'm
One at a
saying?
time. It's hard to
I
understand.
couldn't hear it all where she was living.
Oh, she was living here, Dale. You know, she was staying with Cynthia sometimes and her mother. And you get what I'm saying? Because she was trying to get her stuff together, waiting for her house. So it won't really, you know, nowhere specific she was living at that time.
Yeah.
Now, did she have a cell phone?
Yes, she
Yeah.
did. He stated that she broke it. I never had her phone number because I always contact her on Facebook, even though that's how everybody do. You know, even though you got a phone, you reach out to your cousins and stuff for some reason on Facebook. So it was like I never had her number because I always contacted her on Facebook.
All right. Now,
Right.
was that cell phone located? I know you said that her ex said it was broken.
It wasn't in the house. It wasn't located. No tower run to try to see. They didn't do anything.
They
They really
failed
did it.
her. They failed her. Like Northampton County
And like
failed
I said,
her.
I spoke with Burnett. She called me again today because I supposed to meet with the detective for her case tomorrow. I did cancel out the meeting just because of the fact that I feel like when I talk with her, she's asking me questions and I'm asking her, well, what are you? She's telling me that she runs Jackson Police. She's a
But
But she
detective.
did a good job.
but that
She's all
yeah.
of that. I really feel like at the end of the day, we need to look into somebody else getting hired for this case because it's no way possible you can do all that and you didn't any case I know that got an abusive boyfriend, that's the first suspect.
But not even
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
But not even
With
that.
And she had
All,
the
ancestors,
the
with the
911
record,
calls.
with the record that he got, he's supposed to have been the first one. Like the whole situation, I'm not with it. Like I'm sick to my stomach because I'm
but
not
it's
with it.
not
Because it's
even
a
that,
lot.
y'all. It's the fact that they label her article as woman and child vanished, not woman and child was last living with boyfriend
Right.
and
Right,
vanished.
Danny.
They made him nowhere involved. Like they didn't even state
Yes,
that
they his name is nowhere on her
nowhere.
on nowhere. His name is nowhere. Like,
Nothing.
come
People don't
on.
vanish.
No.
And
People
you
don't
said
Right.
he's
vanish.
not the father of that child, correct?
No, he's
No, he
not.
was just an angry
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Okay.
And,
A jealous.
Sabrina is the type of person she just don't vanish.
Right.
Mm-mm.
She
She,
would have been text somebody. She would have been called. She would have been about her son. Would have been seen her. She would have been in Weldon. She would have been around. You gonna see her. Right.
She a very high spirited person. Like she not just gonna disappear without telling nobody because she loves her family and her friends a lot. So if she
but
just
not even
disappeared
that.
like that, it's because something happened to her.
We been eating peanut butter and jelly all our life. We would have been vanished if we would have
Right.
got tired of eating peanut butter and jelly from our mother. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So she did not just up and leave willingly. Somebody had something to do with this. I'm telling you.
Devon.
Oh, I gotta tell you guys this. I mean, we live anyway, so I might as well go on and say it. So last night, about 12 o'clock, the news article went live at 10 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Girl that I had on the news with me, she was in the spot of her honey bun, which is her cousin, Sabrina's cousin. I asked her to stand in the spot of me because her cousin was not there. But anyway, long story short, Sabrina's baby daddy hit me up last night. I have
Mm.
screenshots of messages. We talking 12 o'clock this morning. So I'm questioning him about, his job, because he was working on the farm too. Um, he told me that he never that he worked on the farm, but she never worked on the farm with him. He was like he just want his baby. At this point, that's all he want. He I don't want to put no words in his mouth. Let me go to my stuff real quick. 1 second, y'all.
I feel like the boyfriend should just, I mean, the ex, he called himself the ex-boyfriend all of a sudden.
He said they
Right.
said something about Devon was working at a pig farm and something about he fed them to the pigs. Then it was something about a meat grinder or a furnace. I was like, that's crazy. People are evil.
Well, how you
And
know
I was
all this?
I heard you work on the phone too. I said, why would Devon do this though? He said, I used to. I got shot for her then. I got fired the same time Sprint started going with Devon.
Now, who did he say that did that?
Right.
He said,
Yeah, right.
Devon, he heard that Devon was working on the phone too. He
Who
either
shot
chopped
him?
her furnace.
Ernest shot him?
He said Devon. He said Devon. He heard that Devon was working at a pig farm and he fed them to the pigs. Then it was something about a meat grinder or a furnace. That's what he texted this
No,
morning.
but who shot the baby daddy?
He ain't never say who shot him.
Okay.
And Devon is the ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Devon Everett.
Now,
And it's kind of crazy
how was her relationship with her baby daddy?
It
she was
was.
telling me she was scared of him at one point in time. That's why she had to
Yeah,
get away from him.
I'm about to say, to be honest, she wasn't really rocking with him either because he was abusive and he had
Yep,
some
same.
he had some things up under his sleeve too. So in
Yep.
other words, I don't trust him either.
Hmm.
And when was the last time she spoke with him prior to going to missing?
See, we not
Around the
sure.
time she
I'm
was
not
She
sure.
missing.
didn't.
I'm gonna just be honest, because I went through her Facebook page. Obviously, she was still going to see him too.
Hmm.
Around the time all this stuff was going on, around May, June, because on her page she got like an emoji like she didn't want nobody to know where she was going, but she was in Seaboard with it. So you know how that's how she talk. I'm in Seaboard with it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like my aunt wasn't aware of her going missing because he was tricking her, like making it seem.
Yeah,
But when my aunt was like, "Well, call me," she said, "Stop texting me and call me." That's when things got weird.
I said the
Me,
same thing.
Dee Dee, and the mama reached out, and we all got the same text message in the same exact way. Like somebody was just waiting for that perfect moment for somebody
Yeah,
to look for her. You get what I'm saying?
facts.
So we all got with my new nigga, nothing else.
Yeah.
He would have been better off not texting nothing at all and just had us thinking she was still missing. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
And y'all, cause like when the day I found out she was missing, I hit her up on Facebook and I was like, I called her and she didn't pick up, and then she texted me and was like, "Sup," but that was weird because she don't never text like that. I was like, "Oh,
Right.
just checking." I was like, "Oh, just checking," because I heard you was missing, and I never got a response. After that, I never got a response back.
But look, you know what, Keno, you know what was really crazy about the situation? How he just came out of nowhere. Oh, she's with a guy from Virginia. We ain't gonna state names. But
Yeah.
she with her new nigga from Virginia. Who told you that?
Right.
No, she
Right.
didn't tell you that because you was in her Facebook.
Right.
Right.
And when she went missing, you still had her Facebook up on your phone. So therefore you reached out to make it seem like she was okay, but we wasn't the ones to play with. We wasn't going for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
And it's
phone
crazy
that she
because
had, he
it's crazy
gave me
because
the phone that she had was one of his old phones.
April 15th was the last day I physically seen her, and she had Chance with her, and he was with them too.
Yeah, we
This girl
came
had
we
three.
came out of the
This girl was
scene.
working three jobs. She was
Yeah.
working three jobs. Don't nobody vanish when they work three jobs. All of a sudden, she quit
No.
all her jobs.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
She was most definitely trying to get away from that man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
she
She
just didn't
was.
know how to. Because
Well,
Cause we
he
planned,
stated to Dee
and it's
Dee that
crazy because right around the time, like we was planning on having a girls' night, and all of a sudden she vanished.
Dee Dee, when he tell
yeah.
you, y'all ain't come see her anyway, you knew that. That's why you felt like you had
Uh,
time to do what you do, and then you went to work asking people how you had a body, and you scratched up. Next week she's missing.
Right.
He
yeah.
asked someone that.
Look,
Yeah,
and then you put on.
the company that he was working for reached out to me, like the guys, and they was explaining to me that they had always thought he was weird because of how he looked it, and everybody know about his 2016 cases where he had threw a man in the back of Jordan's Mills Road, and the only way the man survived was because he realized he had his phone in his pocket, and then he blinked out. The police department
Mhm.
picked up the satellite call and went down there.
He left him
He
for
ended up
dead
he ended up doing 2 years in Northampton, not prison. He did all of his time from all of his
in the
crimes
county.
in Northampton. He never
And
went up the road.
he plead insanity. So it's like once you plead insanity,
Sanity up.
for real, criminal justice, the law, they don't really want to mess with you like that because they already see that you like got a mind problem. So that's the first thing for a murderer to do, plead insanity.
And then
Like you got a mind
he
problem.
didn't even share her articles on Facebook. He was sharing articles
Nothing.
of
He
big
ain't
booty
did
girls.
anything.
And
He
every
haven't
and
did
like when I used to text him and ask him like where she at, have you seen her? He'll be like, oh, you know, my granddad in the hospital. Like
Because he beat him up.
I don't
Because
care
his
about.
granddaddy seen something
But
and he beat that man up around the same time all of this happened. It makes
Yeah.
sense
all of
though.
it makes sense.
Mhm.
All of it
That
makes
granddaddy
sense.
seen something happen and the
Yeah.
granddaddy did not appreciate it. And he put that man in the hospital the next day that we reported her missing.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, her home, is all of her stuff still in there, or?
Ma'am, I just was talking to my aunt yesterday, asking her why was she still allowing the people to get paid when come to find out Devon was kin to the landlord.
Yeah.
So yes, her
See,
stuff is still there. The damn grass is taller than the house.
house still furnished.
House still, food still in the refrigerator. That's how you know she didn't vanish, because not being funny, if she was running away to get away from him, she would have got somebody to go get her checks. She's not
Yeah.
rich. You got to have
Right.
money to vanish.
Yeah.
You can't
Right.
just
Yeah,
up and be on the run and not have a dollar.
Facts.
And just to verify, was that her only child?
No, she got
yeah.
another child.
No.
He lives with the mother. Like around that time, like to be real, we all had our moments where we was running the streets, being teenagers. So
Yeah.
she ended up getting herself together and she kept Chance. But she was working on getting Zai back, which she never lost him. But at that time, her mama felt like it was best for him to be with her. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, does she have any ties to any other state?
No. We don't know nothing about
No.
little old Ronald Rabbit, Seaboard, Jackson, and Dan Weldon. We ain't got no money to
Well,
stay in Raleigh. We don't go to Charlotte. When we party at 51 Sycamore or
Yeah.
Applebee's or the bowling alley. We do not have money to go out of town to vanish.
Yeah.
for
Right.
Exactly.
real.
And if
Facts.
I vanish today, I'm using my food stamp card tomorrow. Oh well. She didn't
Okay.
use nothing. That lets me know that Sharbrina don't have breath in her body. Like, it's no way possible. Like I was telling
Right.
Cynthia last night, I felt like at the time where she was, enjoying her friends, Dee Dee and Kenya, when she did get tired of running, she would come to my house. That was like a setback house where it's just TV, food. You get what I'm saying? And that's it. Maybe a Newport every now and then,
Yeah.
but it won't really
Yeah.
like drinking. You get what I'm saying? So,
And that's even when she came to my house, like me and her
Mhm.
friend Keishara, like we stayed up and we turned up, we did whatever it was that she wanted to do in that particular time. And I feel like so upset because she was begging me then to like help her. And so I'm telling her, like, I'm telling you what to do. She's like, everybody ain't strong like you, mama. I'm like,
Mhm.
look, at this point, I'm saying Sharbrina is not no more Sprink because Sharbrina, look, the same way I can be strong and do things, you can too. You got to build your mind and be like this. I'm telling her this, like these are the talks that we have because she look at me like a big sister. I won't say I'm an old
Mhm.
friend because I'm a mother before anything. Like, and all my babies, like Dee Dee, even Keena, she became my baby. Like, I feel like I'm like an aunt. Like, I'm not the type to party and go out. So when she did link with me and Honey Bun, it was food, eat, sleep, or whatever to recuperate and get her mind together. Because when she hit the streets with her friends, we on a total different level from what her and Keishara did or whatever her and Keena did. So that's where I'm at with it right now. Like that's the only like she know for a fact we did what
and
we
it was,
did, but
and it was mostly, I don't mean to cut you off, and it was mostly staying up all night drinking. Let's put that, let's make that known. You get what I'm saying? Because people take stuff and run with it. So it
Yeah.
was more of drinking and partying. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Staying out
Yeah.
to 3 o'clock in the morning. She know me.
Mhm.
I'm yawning about 12 o'clock. Auntie's sleeping. I'm in the club yawning.
yeah,
You get what I'm
But
saying?
that's what
She knew Dee Dee and
I'm
Kenny could hang to
keep
5 o'clock in the
down.
morning.
That's what
Yeah.
You
we
get what I'm
doing
saying?
though.
So that's what we mean by when they hung, that's what they did. Not
Yeah.
necessarily, you
And
get
I
what I'm saying,
and
necessarily no
Right.
bad
me and her used
things.
to sit
Yeah.
in my car. Me and her used to literally sit in my car like all day long. We get us a bottle, like we doing us,
Yeah.
just
Still,
minding our business.
that's the
But we
thing.
having
Like
girl
it's
talk,
crazy.
like we
Like,
talking
cause
about everything.
we'll like she'll pull up every day. She'll come every day.
But I feel like
Every day.
if Burnett and them would have jumped on this case when they were supposed to, they would have found out things. They know the type. When I went to that lady office and met with her, I had a stack of papers, like from what I investigated. Not saying all of the facts was true that I had, but what I felt like could help them find out
Yeah.
where my cousin was. They never contacted me back about it. They were trying to figure out how I knew half of the things that I knew. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? What?
Right.
Okay,
Now,
I'm on.
you said no one has been questioned in her disappearance.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No,
No.
Now, did she have any mental health issues or medical issues?
No.
Okay.
no.
Jessica, do you have
I'm
any more
talking about they
questions?
give
I
me.
will go ahead and pull up the community questions.
Okay,
Uh,
yep. You could go ahead.
Besides the ex-boyfriend, did she have any problems with anybody else?
No.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
She
And we would
never
have
had
known
no
that.
beef.
She
She
never
never
had beef.
had
Yeah,
no
we
beef
would have
or
known that.
anything. She don't get in trouble,
And I
nothing.
ain't being
Yeah. I mean,
funny.
like
If she did have beef, I ain't being
she's
funny.
a
If she did have beef, you got Ruger on the phone, you got Kenya on the phone, you got Buns on the phone. We knocked shit down. Not being funny. So if she did have beef, we would have known about it. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Because I
Yeah.
ain't being funny. I beat some shit quick if I need to.
And I be ready
So
to shake real fast.
she
I
was
ain't gonna
Okay.
humble.
front.
Them days was over. She was humble, man. She was trying to get her
She was
life
Yeah.
together. It
That's
was
it.
no
And
way.
Devon did something to her because he seen that she didn't want to be with him no more
Yep.
and all that.
She
She
texted
was
me
so
and
happy.
told me that she was gonna
She
have to
was
kick him
so
out. I'm
happy.
telling you, that was the day that everything happened.
Say
She
that
was
one.
Come to find out, they were saying that the baby mama was living with the granddaddy.
Hey, I don't
right.
lie. God.
Yeah.
But
And then you
I feel
said
like it was. I
that
feel like he
the
played a
day
part.
that she went missing, she said that she didn't want to be with him anymore.
Yeah, she said that was the last time I felt like I spoke with her. She was like,
And look,
"Cause it's
and
crazy
then
because
he
she,
put on
yeah,
Facebook. And then when she do want to leave him, he put on Facebook. Oh, the only way you leaving is in a box. Come on now.
Yep.
yep,
That was
that's what he
on
stated.
Facebook
On the
when
way
he
she was gonna
posted
leave in a
it.
box. I feel like
She
they
had
had been
posted
fussing since
And
had
let me
March.
posted,
tell
I
you
guess he's
something. He
single
marked his
again.
word. Let me tell you something. He made his promises. He made his promise, bro. Like,
I think Sharbrina had posted single again with like the crying emoji, and he commented was like, only way you're gonna be single is some in a box. I
yeah,
recall seeing that.
And
And
did
it
you say that was around May 22nd? Because he said that is when that they had officially split up.
When that post was about, it probably was like a month before that. The post probably was in April when he commented. I need to talk about putting her in the box. So the only way she was leaving was gonna be in the box.
He commented that on her
yeah,
status.
yeah, he
yeah.
come.
Yes, he
It's still
commented
up
that.
there.
That's what I'm
And it's
Okay,
crazy
saying.
right.
because
They
it's
Okay.
got
still up
it's
there.
like
Like the
it's
police, you would have
evidence.
thought
It's
you would have thought the
evidence.
police,
It's evidence. It's enough evidence for them to pick
yes,
him up
for
and
them to pick him
question
up for
him.
premeditation. This murder
It's
was
all
planned.
this
It was
evidence. It's evidence
premeditation.
out here, bro. He's the main suspect. Look at the 911 calls. Come on, like they not doing it.
And I ain't being
Failed
funny.
her. The
This
system failed
girl,
her. Like the
like
system
I ain't
failed
being
her and
funny.
her son.
I'm a 7 day, 365 out the year mother. Like Sharbrina could keep Chance for 3 days, and the rest of the day she need a break. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's no
Yeah.
way Sharbrina is out here living with Chance and not brought him to a family member for to keep him.
right,
Right. Exactly. Because that nurse, she go to slapping that leg, popping that
Yeah,
lip.
and that lip get
right,
to hanging, sucking
yeah,
that thong. She need a break.
I about to say, sucking her thumb.
yeah.
Now, after her disappearance, did his behavior change?
Yes, ma'am. It
Hmm.
did. He
Yep.
did not come around the family. He left the
No,
house. You get what I'm saying? It looked like
you
somebody went
don't
in the
see
house and cleaned
him. You
up.
don't see him no more. You don't
No
see him
He
more.
at all.
aggressive. He very
Yep.
aggressive. I haven't spoke with him because I have nothing to say to him at all. I
But I
don't
ain't
want to
being
talk to
funny.
him.
Y'all, if she just
Anything.
vanished, as he say he's supposed to be out here helping us look for her. He have not did
Right,
that.
Exactly.
He has
right.
not helped
Because
search
they
or
just
do
living
anything.
together.
He
He
haven't
haven't
helped
reached
did
out
nothing.
anything. He haven't done anything.
And for him to be crazy, he just did not walk out that house without a fight when she kicked him out. It's no way possible.
Right.
Where is
And,
he
and
now?
he and
Like
he
he okay. Like she said.
Does anyone
He
know?
said she
You
texted
said
him.
what
He
you
I
said,
said
heard
where
ma'am?
Do you know where
he
he is now or no?
Nah, he probably
I
staying
heard
with the
he was
granddaddy
staying
and
I heard he was staying in Rocky Mount, but then I had people tell me that he's still right around here and running
yeah,
rapids.
he back in Running Rapids, I think. He back in no,
Yeah,
he's
because
back
somebody said
in
they just seen him, look, what, last week?
Jordan's Mills Road. He's at their granddaddy house where he do
That
commit all his
keyboard.
crimes at.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, did you guys see the blood in her home, or how do you know there was blood in her
I
home?
did. I seen it.
Okay.
It was more of a okay, like if two people, because I was looking for like how can I say it? Like see if it was anything like somebody was thrown around, but it was like on her light switch, like her hand, it was like somebody was grabbing something. And then she had, hold on, let me show you. Because I took pictures, but that phone, I don't have it right now. It was like she was living in a trailer. So, it's a window. She had a sheet on the back of the window, and it was in her kitchen. Okay, so it was like, if somebody get to fighting, if they hit you hard enough, the blood is going,
It's gonna splatter a little bit.
but it was like big
Yeah.
blood splashes. You get what I'm saying? On the back of her window.
Blood splatter.
Yeah, blood splatter, yep. And it's still there.
So
And
her
then
home's like a perfect stuck in time. No one's touched it since her disappearance.
Nope. And then on the back of the couch, it looked like, like, say for instance, if you wet something like a fabric, and say for instance, if it got blood on it and you try to wipe it, it's gonna restain. But if it's gonna go away. But if you use like a Fabuloso or like a Lysol, it's gonna double stain. So that's what it did. It looked like somebody tried to wipe it off, but it still had a stain on it.
Right. So I'm not understanding why Northampton County haven't went in her house and seeing was the body fluids hers or not.
Yep.
No,
That's all.
I
That's
just feel
all they
like
needed.
they didn't do what they supposed to, because as soon as
Well, she told me
as soon
that
as she
she
got
did.
reported, missing, they supposed to went in her house and labeled it as a crime scene.
But they told me Burnett told me that she had Devon under her wing for a while now. I was trying to figure out what did she mean by that.
Cause they
And
can
when
each other.
yesterday when I was talking to her on the phone and I was like, well, I was told he had family in Northampton County. She was like, what do you mean family? I said, well, he's kin to somebody that works in, the jail, the system. So she was like, why would you think that? I said, this is what the streets are saying. She was like that, well, when the last time you seen Sabrina? I said, well, last time I seen her, she was riding on his truck. She was like, what? It's the green truck. Like, she said it's me. I'm like, yeah, that's the truck he always been on.
And he sold the truck. I want to know who he sold that truck to, because that truck got some evidence in it wherever it's at.
Yeah.
So
Right.
how long
Cause
after
why
her
would
disappearance did
all of a
he
sudden
sell the truck?
you been
Somebody told me he just sold it not
crushed.
too long ago.
I thought he crushed the truck.
they just got that truck when they was together. When him and
Yep,
Sprint was together,
because
they
she
got
was
that
working.
truck. He got
Look,
that truck when they was together,
and
and
she
all
was
of a
working with
sudden
me
she
at
get
Little
I was
Caesars.
missing.
doing welding. I was
All of a
standing
sudden
with
you
her
get,
because
all of a sudden
they
she get
pulled up on
missing, and
me.
you sell the truck or you crush the truck. Come on now.
We was working at Little Caesars and he pulled up with the truck. He was out there. It's crazy how when we was working at Little Caesars, it's like he was doing 8 hours with us outside in the parking lot. Like, it ain't that much love in the world. Go home.
Just like at Subway, me and her was working at Subway. He used to give me they used to pick me up and he'll drop us off at work. By an hour later, he's sitting in the parking lot.
I remember. Yes.
He a creep, bro. I don't care what nobody said. They
And the
had
girl
enough
was
evidence
like,
to go pick this man up. They don't
yeah,
want
I
people
got
to
a
just
story
find out stuff
yesterday that
about
was
She
them.
used to come to more. She used to come to more house and change her clothes for work.
Yep.
She used to stop by the she used to stop by the house before she go to work.
No, it's crazy how when I helped her get the Section 8 voucher, right? And she told me she moved to Jackson. I was like, well, that's not your stomping ground. Why would you go all the way
Yeah,
to
that's what I
Jackson?
said. Like,
Because of
what?
I got
him.
mad too. I
Because of
got mad.
him.
He moved
This
her.
what she tell me.
He moved her to Northampton County when he knew he could get away with it.
Yep.
Cause he
This
knew if he
this
did it
what she
over here,
told
he
me.
was not gonna get away with it.
So
She
she moved to
told me
Jackson
He
because of
moved
him.
her. He moved her all the way to Northampton County, Jackson, North Carolina, cause he got family down there. He got so much pull down there that
Yep.
it's easy.
Yep.
It was
she
easy.
she told me that Devon found a house in Jackson for them to stay in. And when she told me, I was highly upset.
Yeah, because I
Like,
got the voucher in Gaston. I'm like, why would you go to Jackson? Why you ain't coming to Running Rabbits? And then she texted me one day and was like, cuz you think it's in the houses over here. I ain't heard from her no more.
Jessica, do you have any more questions?
No, I don't.
All right, I have gotten all the community questions.
Well, since this air, we just trying to do all we can. You get what I'm saying? Like, we ain't trying to bash nobody. Like, some things is just common sense. In this case, it's not hard to put together. If it's the domestic violence boyfriend, 9 times out of 10, something happened. They know that. You get what I'm saying? They just hate the fact that the 911 calls and all the other things they didn't do anything about. The old man that stayed behind her was telling me that well,
He didn't like Devon.
he stayed in the fence next to her, and he was like, I said, well, do you know Sharbrina? He said, yeah, I know of her because she's my neighbor. I said, do you know Devon? He said, I can't stand him. I said, why?
Yep, that was
He
his,
said,
that was
because
his
of
correct
how
word.
he said
He
how
treated her.
he was treating her, throwing her around and shuffling her up. I said, well, have the police been out here? He said, yeah, because I used to call them.
Yep, that was his
So
correct
why didn't
word.
they reach out? Why didn't they reach out to that girl parents to let her know that it was things going on and she needed to be in a safer, environment? She was young.
Right. Well, I'm gonna thank you guys for your time today.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
So
Thank
much.
you.